love this guy. He is the man behind the documentary, Not Evil, Just Wrong. He's the guy who would go right into the belly of the beast of these, environmentalist rallies and everything else, and they throw things at him. And anyway, good to see you.
Good to see you.
So what do you make of this idea? Woo, teenagers.
It's a great idea. Most Americans don't believe in global warming. In fact, the same percentage of Americans believe in global warming as believe in ghosts. So it's
really?
Yes, the latest poll. So teenagers are malleable. Teenagers don't have life experience. And it's a good way of ensuring that your agenda is followed to the next generation. That's what the left and the environmental movement have been doing: getting into the schools, showing an inconvenient truth, and affecting the teenagers.
What do you think happened? Because it was guys like you who took a lot of heat and a lot of abuse, physical and otherwise, for challenging these so-called sacred, undeniable laws. And then along come these, memos that are leaked and emails that are leaked. Now, is the whole environmental movement, is its train off track?
Well, there's a whole debate in the skeptical movement and skeptical journalists. There's a whole debate now. Some people say that it's all in, that the environmental movement have put in all their chips and they're busted. Others are saying they'll just move on to the next scare. I happen to think that they'll move on to the next scare, or they'll just try and ignore as often as they can the climate gate and all the way to science.
Or they'll leap on like a pond that's losing water, or they'll leap on, and again, it might be perfectly justifiable, but as you were telling me, to assume and make the next leap that it's all man-made, and that man can then reverse what nature might have made, might be the leap, right?
Well, whatever, by any means necessary, and they'll influence wherever. So the plan is now to get into children, get into schools, to show one side in schools. And in fact, what we've done is we've offered our documentary, Not Evil, Just Wrong, to any American school that wants to show it, just to have a balance in the classroom, because they've moved education now from education.
What classrooms are you able to get into?
Very few, but we're hoping that somewhere out there are some teachers.
Stonehenge, is that?
Some teachers maybe somewhere believe in a balanced education. They could go to the website balanceded.org. But the issue is, I think education now, it's not education, it's indoctrination, and they're smart, they're clever. That's the thing to do. If you can't convince adults because of ClimateGate, because the IPC is riddled with errors and uses poor sources, and people know it's going to cost jobs, that the global warming solution is going to cost jobs. If you can't affect adults who depend upon those jobs, then affect teenagers who
go to the kids.
Yeah, they want to do good. Kids are good. Kids want to make poverty history. They want to do the right thing. So
good little souls. All right, Phelim, thank you very much. Always good seeing you.
Thank you, Neil.
Continued success. When we come back, our president lecturing. Meet the CEO who's doing.